It's Wednesday, April 1st, 2026, and we have a potential severe weather outbreak to talk about. Let's get into it. Starting with today, we have a potential severe weather outbreak, maybe a tornado outbreak, in place for Oklahoma. So this is an enhanced risk level 3 out of 5 that goes for central, going into northern, a little bit of eastern and southern Oklahoma. And so that includes the cities that are like Oklahoma City, Norman, Lawton, Altus, Enid, Stillwater, Bartlesville, Alva, Fairview, all of those areas. Now, we do have a 5% hash chance of tornadoes. Now, reminder, a hash means that there could be an EF2 or higher tornado within that risk. But we have a 5% hash chance of tornadoes. That includes Woodward, Altus, Lawton, Oklahoma City, Norman, Stillwater, Enid, Tulsa, Bartlesville, basically a big chunk of Oklahoma. As we have our damaging wind threat, we have a 30% hash chance of damaging winds. That includes Enid, Stillwater, Bartlesville, Altus, and Lawton, Oklahoma City, and Norman. I think we could see winds up to 70 miles or 80 miles an hour. Especially because we're going to have a line of storms, which could mean we could have a derecho. Also, and we have our hail risk too. Let's pull that up. Basically the same area as the wind 30% risk. We also have a 30% risk that includes Altus, Lawton, Enid, Stillwater, Oklahoma City, and Norman. It's also hatched, so we could see hail up to maybe baseball size or higher. So let's get into what the radar could look like. So starting at 5 p.m., we're going to have a little bit of rain over the panhandle. But look over in eastern Oklahoma. We're going to have strong storms. Maybe even one of them can pop up as severe. But around 6 p.m., that's where it's going to start. We're going to have pop-up little storms to the south of Elk City and Lawton. Now, once again, this is what it could look like. Not what it's going to look like. It could look like this. Well, I do think we're going to have a squall line. Then it will kind of come together around 7 p.m. and grow a little bit more. So it's still going to be broken apart. But then another cell formed near Ponca City and Enid. That could do something. But then it comes together even more around 8 p.m. You notice how so this is basically already covering the whole state of Oklahoma. If you're in Oklahoma, you're going to get part of this. Even if you're in the Muskogee, McAllister, and stuff area, you're still going to get part of this. But at this point, at 9 p.m., it's going to be extending from the Kansas border to Texas border, meaning it's going to be covering the whole state of Oklahoma. And it should crash into Oklahoma City at 10 p.m., also including the areas that are Ponca City, Stillwater. Yeah, but the storms are going to form behind it. I don't see those being a huge threat, but it'll actually form a second squall line after the main storm. So Enid's going to get hit 2 times. Now, it looks like the storms are going to be weakening. I do think this, at 11 p.m., is when these storms are going to become a damaging wind threat. So, they should hit areas and then they're going to break apart. They're going to become 2 different clusters of storms. Between Bartlesville, Tulsa, Muskogee around 12 a.m. And then, notice those storms behind what the original squall line was. They're going to be hitting Oklahoma City, the second squall, at 12 a.m. Then they come back together. Those storms disappear at 2 a.m. They're going to come back together, and before they hit McAllister and Muskogee, and they're just going to become a big blob of heavy rain and probably strong winds. And then they should fizzle out a little bit. They're still going to be strong as they head over the border between Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri. Yeah, and then it should be out of our ears around 7 a.m. on Thursday. So let's get into what we need to worry about. Okay, so next we need to go over to Thursday. That is our, sorry, not Thursday. Next we need to go over to Friday, where we have a slight risk of severe weather that includes Enid, Stillwater, Tulsa, Bartlesville, Muskogee, Oklahoma City, Lawton, and Altus. We cannot see the tornado, wind, or hail probabilities yet, so let's see what we can see on the models. We're going to look at the GFS after this, but I do want to specify, we're going to be looking at the RRFS first, but I do want to specify that but usually this is off, but it gives us still a hint of what the storms are going to look like, and it looks like we're going to have another squall line form together near Enid at 5 p.m. Then they're going to come together and slam Oklahoma City on 7:30. Actually, probably 8 p.m. And they're going to continue moving southeast, hitting McAllister probably 4 a.m. Then getting out of our area at around probably 9 a.m. or 8 a.m. So let's get to the next thing. Now that is all the information I have for you now. We will be live tracking these line of storms probably most of the night. I do want to specify that this is not an April Fool's joke. We are probably going to have a severe weather outbreak across Oklahoma, so please do not take this with a grain of salt. Take this seriously. But bye for now.